So I've been playing Gems of War on Xbox One, and I thought I'd share the progress I've made as it relates to my level 37 hero. Now you're probably thinking, level 37, that's still relatively early in the game. But what you may find surprising is just how far I've gotten without the assistance of a guild, without a single match of PvP, and without spending any money. I've been playing this entirely free to play. So, enough preamble. Let's amble. It'll take a few moments to load up here. It is the second day of this particular event on consoles. This is my second login. Let's take care of some domestic affairs, I guess. Collect our tribute. Open some mail. Now, as you can see, my hero is level 37. My VIP level is 0. And let's see, what can I show you here? Let's go to achievements real quick. If you look here, I unlocked the student achievement on January 1st or January 12th, 2017. That's when I started playing. And if you look here, the team player achievement is still grayed out. So I did not join a guild, nor have I created one. So I've had no guild assistance whatsoever. This brawler achievement here, successfully invade an enemy. I believe that's if you were to win your first PvP match, then you unlock that, but I haven't played PvP at all. So, you can see on screen some of my current resources. I'll go to the hero tab here. This is what I have currently. Many of those arcane trade stones I got through the glory bundles that I used, the glory earned from treasure hunts. So basically, a lot of these keys too, actually most of these keys came through that. The gold keys through tributes. And these event keys, actually recently I've been purchasing the Spoils of War pack with glory. One event key is included in that, but so it's not a great value, but 2 treasure maps are also included. But basically, I've been trying to advance minimally in regards to experience, but maximize the opportunities I have to accumulate resources. So basically, what I've been doing is going to Broken Spire, going to the challenges, and farming maps through the Stonewall challenge. I've been trying to max out the number of maps you can per battle, which is 20, and I usually get about 20 per Stonewall challenge. So this particular account, I think I've probably done maybe just over 1,000 treasure hunt mini games, which is quite a lot. But I acquired a lot of resources through them. I have every kingdom at level 10, with the exception of the attack kingdoms, which I can actually just max out to 10. I think there are 5, and the last level would be 40,000 for each of them, so that'd be 200,000, and as you can see, I have enough gold to do that. I just don't, because the team I use for farming, my first troop, if I were to give them 5 more attack, it'll essentially kill out the Fortress Gate too fast, because I'll be taking skulls, the inadvertent skull, and it'll just knock them down. And I need the Fortress Gate to stay up while I farm the maps, so that's pretty much the reason why there. What else can I share with you? We'll go to shop. I have 3 armors, the Viking, which I got first, Spider, and then I purchased the Celestial for only the aesthetic appeal, really. I have the Spider armor equipped because the experience doesn't there's no experience bonus, and I've been, as I mentioned earlier, trying to advance, level up without any extra experience. I can show you my overview here of my mana masteries. This is what they are currently. I have no hero classes unlocked. Basically, what I've done, after going through Broken Spire, I didn't even bother unlocking Warlord, and actually after that I went to Zulkari, and I tried to get Tyree as soon as I could, so I went through that, but I didn't unlock the Orb Weaver class. And then I started to do like a few quest lines in Adana, and then I found the Broken Spire challenge. I was actually looking for battles to just farm some treasure maps, and I found the Broken Spire challenge to be the best way to do so. So that's what I've been doing, and that's how I've accumulated all the gold to level up all my kingdoms, and you know, all the glory and gems that I got through the rewards in the treasure hunt minigame is what I've used to advance my hero and this entire account. Now can go to my troops that I've gotten. Actually, these are, I showed earlier, but these are the keys that I have so far. As you can see, I have no guild seals, and the guild chests are unavailable to me, and well, my VIP level is 0. I didn't purchase anything, so this is still locked for me. But you can play this game entirely free to play and get pretty far, and early too at that. So I'll show you my troops. Shall I sort by base rarity, or maybe I'll sort by level, because these are like my favorite troops, really. I have no mythics, and I have at last count 41 fully traded troops, with the trade stones to be able to fully trade quite a few more. I just haven't. One reason is that I only have 4 celestial trade stones, and you know that'd be like 2 legendaries or 4 epics, and I just, you know, there are options that I could, you know, I want to leave my options open. That's basically what I'm saying. But let's go through some of my favorites here. Bonnie Rose. Bonnie Rose was like the first troop offered in glory bundles that I purchased like multiple copies of for the Arcane Bloods, for not only for her but in hopes of getting a Crimson Bat, which I just got recently. I think I have a video up showing some event chest openings, and yeah, so, and she was like, I think the second troop that I fully traded. Silver Maiden is a good tank from the Silver Glade. Well, actually, when the Silver Glade Kingdom, when they had the Silver Glade event on consoles, she was offered in glory bundles, and I made sure to get her for her the trade stones, the Arcane Spirits, I think those are, to fully trade my Queen Mab, which I actually got through some glory chest openings with glory keys, which I remember back then it was I did one treasure map and I got 6. A vault gave me 6 glory keys, and I just opened them one by one, and one of the troops I got was Queen Mab. Was pretty geeked about that. Alchemist, pretty cool. Astral Spirit. Crimson Bat. Yeah, earlier in the week, last week was the Golvania event week on consoles. I dropped 675 gems to get 50 to open 50 event chests, and I did not get Crimson Bat, but the last day of the event week, I opened, I believe, 10 event chests, and I was able to get them. I was pretty happy about that. Druid. Emperor Corvash. Some of these legendaries, I actually got through when the consoles had the event week. I had accumulated enough gems through the treasure hunt minigame where I could just drop 675 to open 50 chests, and that's how I've gotten like some of these legendaries, like Emperor Corvash. I actually got 2 copies when I dropped open 50. Gorgotha, I actually got Gorgotha, it was a glory chest, glory key that I used to get Gorgotha. And interestingly, the same week I got Gorgotha, that's an Arcane Mountain tradestone that he uses, I got also the Great Maw. And I thought that was weird because there was one other week where there's Herdmaster, where there was one other week where I actually got a Queen Isabel, and then later that week I got a Mercy, my first Mercy, and they both used the Arcane Swamps. So I was like, oh, you know, maybe there's something to that, but it was only 2 instances of that. But Herdmaster, I like Herdmaster. I like Gem Exploders. Until recently, I didn't realize Herdmaster was a centaur. him and Bull Taurus. I didn't realize they were centaurs, you know, because the troop art, it kind of cuts off there. And but yeah, gem exploders are cool. Knight Coronet, of course. Early on in the game, a very useful troop. Kraken. During the Black Hawk Down event week, I got multiple copies of Kraken, opening 50 event chests. That was the first time I ever used 675 gems to open event chests, and was able to get multiple copies of Kraken. And then the following week, I fully traded him because the developers offered Dragonette, which uses the same Arcane Venom trait stones. So I bought multiple copies of Dragonette to trade my Kraken. Crystanax, Silverglade event. Once again, I had to use 675 gems to get a chance to get a Crystanax, and I was able to get one. And then I got one subsequently through glory chests. Manticore, Merilith, one of my favorite troops, Merilith. Have her ascended to legendary. Mistalker, decent true damage troop. Queen Mab, another one of my favorites. Queen Mab is so cool. Art is cool too. Actually, a lot of the troop art is awesome. Soothsayer. Soothsayer is really cool too. I like using Soothsayer. And of course, Tesla. I have one copy of Tesla, and Tesla is a really cool troop. A couple weeks ago, I think it was 2 weeks ago, there was the Adana event week on consoles, and the Adana Kingdom, I had none of the legendaries, and it took me 2,100 gems that I used to open event chests to get one copy of Tesla. I ended up getting the other legendaries first, and I ran out of gems, and then I scrambled, did a bunch of treasure maps, and accumulated, I believe it was 300 gems to open 20 event chests, and I finally got her. RNG can be so disheartening in this game. Of course. Awesome. That Dragon Soul I got through event chests when the first Dragon's Claw event week, I believe it was. Since I've started playing back in January. And then Great Maw through a glory chest. Of course, you already know. Web Spinner, glory chest. Web Spinner is pretty cool. Like, as mentioned before, I can fully trade some of these troops, but you know, it would cost me the 2 Celestials, so I kind of want to leave my options open. Apothecary, the Bearded Lady. I like that artwork. Boar fully traded. Dragotor. Dust Devil. Dust Devil's a fun troop. Cool troop art too. Giant Spider, Green Seer. Probably my favorite troop art, Green Seer. Ranger, Siren, Spirit Fox. Spirit Fox looks like my dog. He's pretty cool. Tyree. Up there with some of my favorite troops just for her ability. With upgrading my Magic Kingdoms and maxing her at her current rarity, she can destroy 16 gems, so that really comes in handy. Got Walter White here. Direwolf. Goblin. I like the Templar or Green Seer triple Goblin teams. Those are really cool. Kind of fun to play with. Oh, also the Deep Borer and triple Rockworm teams are pretty fun to play with. And the Poison Master Scale Guard, triple Scale Guard teams are kind of cool, but I guess Scale Guard got nerfed recently. So instead of empowered, they have that their last trait is swift, but you know, it only takes like a couple moves to get them going, so get that team going. Ship cannon. I actually like the Blackhawk Kingdom, the troops. They're kind of fun to make a team, all Blackhawk team with. Spider Swarm. I don't know why I leveled that troop up all the way and fully traded, but I had the trade stone, so. Wraith is awesome. That's cool artwork too. Black Beast. Bone Dragon. Never used Bone Dragon, and when consoles had the Keytar event, it cost me 1,350 gems to get one copy of Bone Dragon. I got Keeper of Souls the first time when I opened the first 50 event chests, and then I wanted Bone Dragon, so I opened another 50, so 1,350 gems it cost me that week. Dragonian Rogue. Forest Guardian. Forest Guardian kind of looks like, that ability art looks like Groot, and Forest Guardian kind of reminds me of, I don't know if you've seen that anime Princess Mononoke, but that forest spirit, I wonder if it's taken from that, or I don't know. Hellcat. Infernal King. Jarl. Jarl, I remember opening, I had 30 event keys, and I just dropped all of them to open 30 event chests, and I got, I think, 2 Jarls? Yeah, 2 Jarls. I believe that was the last week, that Stormheim week on consoles. That was the last week where Glory Bundles included event keys. So now I believe they're Glory keys. So event keys are hard to come by on console. I mean, unless, you know, you're in a guild, and then, but I've been playing, you know, without a guild, so it's a little more difficult to get that particular resource. Well, actually, a lot of resources, but as mentioned before, treasure hunt money game. Caraveros. Love that artwork though. Winter Wolf. And as you can see, some other troops here. I love the knights in this game. They're not a particularly good troop, but I love all the artwork, and I just like knights in general. One of my favorites here, Queen Isabel. Rowan. I didn't do the Forest of Thorns, is it? That kingdom. I just got it through a glory chest. Oh yeah, Queen Isabel glory chest, Mercy glory chest. Did I skip some here? Forest Guardian glory chest. Yeah, most of those were glory chests, and then like Infernal King was event chests using gems. Kerberos I got through glory chests. But, let's see. Templar. Probably my favorite troop, I would say, because Templar is part of my map farming team. I use basically here. I'll make it here. Templar. Tyree. Paladin and Lance Knight. So for map farming, this is my team. I use Templar. I have them fully traded. You don't need these troops fully traded, but it does help. The Water Link especially. He's kind of my tank, and his ability, I just convert, since I don't use red, I just convert the red to green, and you know, it helps feed Tyree. And typically when I get her ability up, you know, she'll take either green or purple, typically, and then sometimes blue, so that I can just use his ability to convert the reds on the board to green, populate the board with greens again. And then I use Paladin basically to one-shot as my damage source to target basically Luther, and then I think Frost Giant, and then there's Archon Statue. In that order, I try to knock out Luther before he gets his ability up to raise the attacks, everybody's attack, and then Fortress Gate, you know, with 0 attack when it takes skulls, then you know my Templar will be fine, and I target those 3 first, and then leave the Fortress Gate alive and let it do whatever, take skulls, and you know, use its ability to build its armor up, and then by the end of the match, and of course Lance Knight, the Water Link helps there. I never use Lance Knight, it's just there for the Water Link. And then actually early on in the game, all 3 of them, I had used them because I didn't have enough resources to level them up. I used them for the armor bonus, you know, to help keep them alive longer. But after typically after a match, after the Stonewall Challenge, after I farm like the maximum number of maps I can, the Fortress Gate will sometimes have like, you know, almost 200 total armor and health. So but by then I've used Templar's ability so much that everybody's Paladin's ability, because it is the damage is boosted by his armor, he'll be able to just one-shot him. So you know, he can do like 200-300 damage with just one cast, and it just knocks out the Fortress Gate. But that's pretty much my map farming team. And then some of the other troops that I have. I rarely use any of these. I just like them. I do like the dragons in the game. They're pretty cool. Gloomleaf I got through a glory chest. Dark Monolith I had to use event keys for. Let's see. Little Johnny Bronze I got through a glory chest. Moloch, also a glory. Silent One, glory chest. Kind of bizarre. The gem chests, they didn't really give me many many legendaries. It was pretty much through all glory. Karnax and Draco's lead, of course, event chest. But yeah. Oh, my first legendary was Hydra. I thought, oh wow, that's pretty cool. And then I looked at him. I was like, oh, meh. Goblin King, I also got through a glory chest. I thought it'd be kind of cool for a goblin team, all goblin team, but I don't use goblins much. But yeah, got glory bundle. And those are pretty much my legendaries. I hope to get a mythic one day. I've been kind of saving my keys here, my glory and my gem keys, in hopes of pulling either Stonehammer or Elamogrim when they're released. But yeah, so that's pretty much my level 37 hero. Yeah, you can get pretty far in the game if you know, without any guild assistance and with no PvP. I think I've gotten pretty far. I mean, with just farming maps and doing the treasure hunt minigame, you know, I used all the gold on myself, and pretty much, you know, I have all the kingdom bonuses there, and oh, I have Malgrim Woods here at 3-star, which is, you know, the highest for me right now. I get the double tribute chance. But so you know, and it's entirely free to play. So, you know, this is proof it can be done. Well, I don't think I have anything else to share with you. But thanks for spending some time with me, and good luck with all your chest openings. The RNG in this game can be brutal. Until next time, thanks for watching.